Hey guys, hope you're all well. This is a short video on what we're working on, Justrace Beta. It's going to focus on the Championship Manager. Currently, Justrace does not offer a championship tool, and we didn't want to keep upgrading the current Justrace app because we started this in 2014, so it's a bit quite old now. So we thought of using latest technologies and create Just Race 2. It's lots of works, so this is gonna take some time, especially since we all have families, and jobs. And yeah, let's go quickly and see what we have done so far. So administrators, which use Just Race 2 beta, and when they log in, which will be the same login as the current Just Race application, they can go to the admin section. I am super admin, so I can view all current championships, but for most of you, it will be empty grid. So you can either go and click on the create button in here, and you can enter the name of the championship. You can create a new series, choose your community, for example, and create a new series for your championship, and then it will be automatically populated there. You can choose your server country. I find this quite useful because, for example, I wouldn't want to raise in European servers because ping is high for me. So I would say, I mean, it shows if it's in the US or the EU or somewhere in Asia or Australia or whatever. So it's good for the user to know. And you select the game. We support all these games: Race Room, Assetto Corsa, Factor 2, AMS 1 and 2, and Assetto Corsa Competizione. And this one here, it was requested by a few communities where you specify the role. So, for example, I don't know, create roles in your Discord. Let's say AMS1 or AMS2, and only users in your Discord channel that have this role would be able to subscribe and take part in the championship. Otherwise, they won't be able to join if they don't have this role. So yes, every user has to link their Discord account in the Just Race profile so that we can read these roles and see if they can join. So far we have these four options. So you can void events, you can void races, minimum laps to get points, and percentage of races to include per event. Let me quickly explain. So let's say you have, I don't know, 10 events, one track each, and you want to remove the worst race for each driver, so you put one. And you can also have 10 events, but instead of one race per event, you can have an event running for a whole week. So, I don't know, let's say you have an event running, you have a race running every hour for a whole week, and you want to avoid, I don't know, 10 of those races. You can specify that here. And here you specify the minimum percentage. So let's say if it's a 20 lap race, then the driver has to do 15 laps minimum for the points to be allocated. And this one here is percent of races to include per event. So again, if you have a weekly event with a race running, let's say every hour. So let's assume you have 100 races um, for a week for one event, and you specify 30% there. That would mean if a driver races in 100 races a week, which is impossible, but anyway, the system will take the best 30% of those races. So let's take a realistic example. Let's say I raced 10 times in a whole week. So it will take three of them, will take the best three, and it will average the result and would allocate the points to that average. So we have the info and the rules tab. You can specify, you can put images, videos, links, text. You can format the text and do whatever you want, like you're in Microsoft Word. Same for the rules. And we have points for race positions, bonus for finishing, bonus for fastest lap, and bonus for qualify position so far. And by default, you can use the template. So we have a few templates already uploaded in the system. So let's say if you want Formula One race points, you can go to select template and it will automatically download the points for you. You can edit them as well. You can create your own points, and when you're happy, you can save them as well. My points, F1, V2. You can also overwrite an existing point system if you want. Of course, you can only overwrite only yours point system. And same for the other ones. You can have poster in here and for your event, which will be shown on the other pages, which I'll show you later on, and thumbnail as well, which will create a smaller image again to show on the other views. You can flip and rotate, so you can play as you want with this image. And if you want to clone, and that's it, and then you just save, and that will be it. But you can also click on the on the clone button here. Let's say if you have a few championships already, just clone it. All the data will be automatically uploaded here for the from the previous event. You can change whatever you want, and then just save it, and it will save as a new championship. As easy as that. So probably all you need to do is change a few stuff, change maybe the images, and you're ready to go. So once you create the championship, and of course we will add more options as we go on, especially when communities ask for more functionality. But for now, these are the default options. Then you can go on here, manage event, and here is where you add the race events for each championship. Let's find one with more, maybe this one here. So as you can see, J10 created stock V8, which runs every week, it seems. And again, once you create the first one, you can then clone it as well. Because usually, all you change is the track and the dates, and you keep everything the same. So once you create one, you click on the clone event, and you choose the server you want to host your event, and you change the track, and you're good to go. You can create one-off events for your championships. You can create a event that runs for a whole week, repeated. Let's say you want a race every 6 hours or every, I don't know, 4 hours or 2 hours, whatever you want. So you can have a mixture of one-off events in your championship, or you can have an event which we run for a whole week with a race every 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever. And we have Justrace Server Manager, which runs on your server, where you configure every game. And these last few months, JTurn has done an amazing job to make this easy, where it auto updates, it tells you step by step how to install it. It's basically very user friendly. There is an automatic Steam update, Steam install. Um, your results will be automatically uploaded to Justrace, and Championship will automatically allocate the points. So you don't have to do anything except configure Justrace Server Manager once, this one. And like I said, thanks to JTurn, he's done an amazing job to create installation guides and wikis and automatic updates and not what. It's really cool. It's done an amazing job. And once you create the championship and once you create these events, then that's it. You don't have to do anything basically. Because then there is this tab here, standings, where there's a list of championships. So let's go again to the stock V8 in here. I can of course search by communities, game, series, country, but let's stick to for now. Victor, and oh, this one is not configured. Let me choose probably BMW. Yeah. So as you can see, the results are automatically uploaded to our server, or to our server, yeah. And the standings also are automatically calculated based on the points that you configured in the championship, and based on the void events, void races, percentage top race average per event, and percent required per lap. And we have the gold for number one, silver for number two, and the bronze for place number three. And you can also add penalties, which I haven't developed yet, but once you click on that, one will be able to see the penalties for each driver. The penalties will be added from the results and the positions as well, so you can see the points in relation to the position of the driver in the race and the status. Yeah, driver finished, retired, or DNF probably. If DNF, or whatever comes from the race result, and you can switch that on and off the time. And if you click on tracks, it will take you straight to the result. So in here you can see the difference from qualify and the race. So JTurn, for example, he managed to jump up 6 steps. If I go to qualify, he started 12th. It's later. And yeah, it shows the best lap for the race and qualify. In this case, for the same person. If I click on this icon here, I can see the driver laps, and you can also see the best hypothetical lap time, which is the best laps best sectors added together. So in this case, hypothetically, this guy could have done 129.003, which is slightly fast. And if you have more than one race, you can select it here. And same for practice, as many as you want. All the lists will be here. And as you can see, we automatically calculate the rank, rating, and safety. We have developed a bunch of algorithms to calculate these on collision points coming from the race results and a bunch of other stuff. And this one shows you if you lost or gained rank, rating, and safety. We'll have graphs for these, but yet to come. You can view all your incidents in here, which shows the impact between cars and objects, and with whom, and how many points you have lost. Again, we have algorithms to calculate the penalty points. We're gonna have a bunch of graphs coming after this with a bunch of statistics, and you'll be able to compare laps between yours and other drivers to see where they did faster and stuff like that. Sorry, but that's yet to come. Um, yeah, and yeah, you can choose any, of course, event and view the same stuff all over again. So you can also search for results not under championship standings. So in here, standings, it's under championship, but you don't have to create the championship to create events. You know, you can just create one of events or whatever, repeated event, looping server, whatever you want, and the results will always be automatically uploaded to Justrace and available here. So like a GT3 race, you can come here and yeah, view the results, etc. And then of course we have the Go Race section where we have a section where you can search by for championships. And again, all our searches are through a community, so you can search by community, you can search by game, you can search by series and country. And for each community, for each one of these records, for each championship, you can click on this tab here, View All Events, where you have a list of all the events, and you can just register, which will check that you have the required minimum safety. If the admin set a Discord role, it will check if you have that role in Discord. And license is yet to come. I haven't done anything yet, so don't get too excited. But hopefully, we plan to add it. Sure yet, but it would be a cool thing to add to Justrace. But that's something that will come after. And yeah, once you register, then you can just jump on the event, and you'll be able to join from here as well. So first you register, and then you join. We also plan to add some kind of notification system in the future. So you can also search by events not under championship. I mean, all events will be here, championship or not. This view is a bit slow, so data is still loading because it's works in progress. There it is. And yeah, so you can search for practice server or race server, and you here have if it's currently running. So if example, this one is running and one can join instantly. This one is going to start in the next 9 hours. So I can register and join later on. And If I remove that, I can see a list of all the upcoming events. So basically this is everything. So all of these are currently running. Heaps of. So any one of these, you can just register and join, and you're good to go. And as you can see here, there is an icon. So let me remove the practice servers. So these are one-offs. So this race is gonna start. Oh, this is running. Sorry. So as you can see, this one here, it means that it has repeated events. So if I click on it, it will show me a list of upcoming events. And in this case, it's an event every roughly 1 hour. So yeah, this is a repeated event which race is running every hour. So you can register to any of these. And yeah, we're gonna have word records, rating and ranking, hopefully licensing, and a dashboard, but it's a wax in progress as well. So that's it for now. I think I showed you everything. Thanks for watching, and look for coming updates. Thank you.